Hey, what is going on, everybody? You're back with the Real PG. Doing a little bit of an impromptu stream tonight, as we had a couple things take place today that I did want to talk about and address some FUD that there was that led to some big time decrease in MYRO prices. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen the MYRO chart and what's going on with it, but not quite sure why. So let's take a look. We looked this a few days ago and we looked at the support levels of 10 cents, where I drew this red dotted line. We saw exactly at 10 cents. We saw the bump I expected, ended up rolling over. We formed into this wedge nicely, got a beautiful test off the wedge, and said, okay, here we go. Going up, and if not, we're sitting at 8 cents as the next support, like right here, at the bottom of where the wedge would be. So I figured, all right, this would be our bounce. And then all of a sudden, this candle just crashes, and it becomes a pretty much straight dump. When you're looking on a 15-minute, it becomes a straight dump from 8 cents to 4. So what happened? Yep. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Jeez. Sorry about that. Using my air fryer, and apparently it set my thing off. So, anyways, what happened with MYRO? We can see now that it's starting to try to regain price action, made in the initial bounce, came back down, retested the 5 cent level, held it. So we have a 5 cent floor again. Came back up to retest the high, couldn't break it. We rolled over again, and now we are pushing again. We're going to probably form some kind of maybe head and shoulders and continue downwards, or we're just going to see the balance and we're going to continue up. There's no real point in throwing the fib up on anything right now, but swing high, swing low. You're sitting off a nice bounce off the 382. Pivoting back and forth between the 236 and the 618, really, but most of the action off the 382 here. So we're looking for a bounce and clearing the 618 with a close, getting a nice close over the 618 as well as the 100 EMA on the 15-minute. That would be the most immediate move we'd be looking for. So let's address what happened. Oh, God, guys, sorry. So annoying. I am sorry about that, guys. Alright, so why is MYRO doing this? What happened, guys? So, a lot of you, I'm sure, are familiar with this guy. Crypto Galaxy. The clown who slaps all of his people throughout his live streams, calls them clowns, talks shit to them, talks down on them. He's a real dick, actually. Thinks he's really, really good at this. And he's got Neon that dumped as one of his best calls from $4 to $1 in a 24-hour period. And now he's got MYRO that dumped from 25 cents to 4 cents in a week. So, not doing so good, CG. So, what did he do exactly? What did he do? Well, let's look at the MYRO post and we can find out. Let's read this. Good Friday, MYRO family. Quick tweet to address some information. A crypto YouTuber at Crypto Galaxy, the same guy we were just looking at, made a post in his Discord saying certain news about the exchange listings that were not true, causing an oversold decline in price. So let me expand on that. So in his Discord, he had said that there was a failed deal with Binance. Like either that MYRO had to give them a certain allocation of tokens up front that they could not provide, that they didn't have, or so it was going to be a certain amount of money that they couldn't provide immediately, so that the exchange fell through. He then put out a sell alert at 6 cents, which tanked it even harder after we had a support at 6 cents. So let's continue on. any news, listings, or rumors that are not told by the team officially, guys, are not true. These guys, well, Crypto Galaxy is not a paid shill, but Crypto Galaxy is way stupid bullish. Like, look at some of this shit that he's got. 400x Caspa. $5 is bearish. Like, come on, bro. Like, be real. I mean, it's possible, but like, it's not probable. Stop selling, the world to people and then shitting on their dreams. So, anyways, this, however, shows MYRO's resilience as we have survived our first FUD attack. I don't know if it's necessarily FUD, because on the other hand, he's been a very strong supporter of MYRO, but it is funny to say what he did in the Discord, and there is a post related to that shows what was said. I don't have it pulled up at the moment, but good news since the FUD, although sadly it is a normal thing that happens a lot in crypto space, and it certainly is, means everything remains the same. So we have an opportunity. If you would like to buy back into MYRO and you missed MYRO, right now, all the people at 26 cents who said, damn it, I missed MYRO, dude, I wish I would have bought in at 5 cents. Well, here's your chance, boys. But you know what? Now that we're bearish and all the FUD, you probably don't want to buy anymore, do you? I have a Moonbag that I bought at 2.5 cents. I sold half of it at 15.5. I'm just gonna hold, if it goes under the 4 cent mark, I'll reconsider what I want to do with it, because I'm still 2x profit at 4 cents. So that's what's going on with MYRO, guys. Recovering as we speak. I mean, it's a lot slower recovery than I was expecting, to be totally honest. I expected to be back up in the 10 cent level by this point already. I expected like a mega bounce back up into this full, like the full retrace. And then you can draw this a little different too, honestly. Either way, it was probably correct how I had it, but nonetheless. Alright, let's take a look at some better things in the market. Chainlink. I am a big link holder and supporter. Have been since 2017, 2018. Picked up some link at the beginning of this cycle around $6, I think my average was. So we've been kind of in a disappointing area for Link for a while, kind of stuck in the $12 to $14 range, and then we made a little bump and we went to the $14 to $16 range. We've just really been hanging out in this box. Again, I can't find my tools, so I haven't been able to bring my toolbar back up still, unless I'm just dumb here. Oh, I am dumb, probably. Come on, man. No, maybe that's not it. That's weird. Alright, anyways. Where's my box? There we go. So we have been literally just kind of in this general area, right? So we had a little fake out breakout here, but we had a breakout with volume, big volume here, guys, right? See this? We are all seeing this down here, guys. The huge volume spikes. Now we are oversold. Of course, we are on the 4 hour. If we go to the daily, we're not going to be nearly as oversold, and we got room to run, and we are going to run. So, I erased all my drawings when I clicked the button up there. Sweet. Okay, great. Well, I get to start over fresh on the link chart, I guess. So, let's take a look at what we'd be looking at here, guys. So, yeah, something like this is what we'd be looking at. So we've had a lot of price action play from the top of this swing high here. A lot of play action off the 618, and that has been a big area for Link, this $13 mark. as held support strong, as it is a strong Fibonacci level, and I'm sure on the larger chart, if we look at it, probably plays into some larger fib channel. We can just see for fun. What would be the best way to measure this one out? Probably something like this. And look at that. Let's see. $13 level. Oh, look at that. It's the 236, guys. Coincidence? Absolutely not. Absolutely, there is no coincidences in crypto TA. This is all exactly. All right. So, I drew this earlier and I thought it was hilarious. So, let's put this fib away. Let's hide this, right? So, we have a big cup and handle forming, or a big inverse head and shoulders, whichever way you want to look at it. I see more of a cup and handle and breakout more than a shoulder, head, shoulder. You could see it either way. Either way, the measured move is going to be the same. So you'd measure from the bottom of the cup. We're just going to take an average, like right there, and you measure to the top of the cup. Or if it was an inverse head and shoulders, you'd measure from the bottom of the head to the neckline. Either way, that would be right here at this 1829 mark. So let's pull the tools back up. And once what you do, you measure that. You're going to clone that same tool or grab it and move it, and you're going to move it up to the neckline. We're going to call this the head and shoulders right now. Okay, we can use we'll do a little experiment using the cup and handle theory as well. But let's pop this back on. I pulled the measured move. Sorry, guys. Once again. So I pulled the measured move from, like I said, the bottom to the neckline. Then I took that and I moved it up to the approximate neckline. And what did we get? A not coincidental perfect lineup with the 272 at $28.40, which is also perfect correspondence with the highs from corresponding January 10th to January 10th of 22. Okay, so this is 2 years old now, guys, and we're about to see some confluence with this level. So this is big for Link. So Link holders, next target we're looking at, and probably the target that I will be removing my initial investment into Chainlink, and then letting a moonbag ride from that point. So we are looking for, I would say, something. This is a pretty wide level here. You can be a little more exact than that probably, but from 2750 all the way up to 2850, let's call it. So let's do a little experiment just to kind of see if my theory proves true that coincidences in crypto are not a thing. So let's just move this. If this were a cup and handle, you'd measure it the same way from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup, and we're going to use the right side of the cup. So my measurement wasn't exact, it's okay, but we'll use the same measurement. And then instead of using the neckline, like you would on a head and shoulders, you use the bottom of the breakout of the handle. So let's just say the 618 is the bottom of because there is this wick down. We'll use that wick down in C2. But let's see where this lands us. If this lands us anywhere exact. Not exact, but it does land us at a pretty fair region. You know, you're a dollar off of the exact 2.0 fib level. If we measure it off of the bottom of the wick, like we're technically supposed to, well, there's no level there, but I don't have all my fib turned on. So realistically, I believe there is a fib level there, to be honest. Let's take a look. It would be the 1414. Nope, it would be the let's see, where would it be? Or is there not one? No, I guess there isn't one. So I guess that would be more considered a head and shoulders pattern if we were going to use this target. Otherwise, if we are looking at targets based off a cup and handle, if that's what it does end up playing out more like, we're looking at a target in the range of 2350. And if we use the 618, and the bottom of the candle close instead of the bottom of the wick, we'd be looking at closer to 24.50, 24.75. So we got 23.50, 24.50 as a level of possible next local high, or 27.50 to 28.50. So those are the two levels on chain link that we are looking to hit next. Most likely it will be this level, just because again, when we see a crypto chart, guys, we're looking for confluence between many things. And again, you've got the 272, you've got a big support resistance region here, you've got, you know, the measured move of the inverse head and shoulders being that exact spot. So there's three things right there. You got room to run still on the RSI. Most likely, we're looking at something like a real ugly wave 1, maybe wave 2. This could be a wave 3 to that $23 area, wave 4 down, and a wave 5 up to the $28 area. It could go something like that. It's really hard to say. It's a day-by-day thing. But right now, all we do know is we've broken out of the range we were in, and now we're testing the top of the I guess it's not really. I guess this is the neckline technically. So we're testing this right here. This could send us back down. It could. We could hit this because this, you can see, is a pretty relevant level, I guess. At right here. So you got touch right here, you got touch here, you got the initial touch almost right there. So again, it's not, so when you're dealing with charts, it's not so much an exact level, it's more of a region, you know. So we've got this level here that we're looking to break, okay? So we're at the top of the level right now. We could bounce back down, and we could retest, you know, the areas of these wicks, the top of the, you know, the bottom of the band here. So there's a couple things that could happen, but really we're bullish on Chainlink. We are moving up on Chainlink. There's no question about that. We might see a day of bouncing around on here and then up, but either way, Chainlink is going up. All right. What else is doing some fun stuff right now? Let's look at Pith. So Pith and Chainlink, similar projects. Pith is supposed to be the link killer. No such thing. Chainlink is a huge project. Nothing is killing Chainlink. Not some brand new project that looks like this. But on that note, oh shit. Pith, a little pith in your mouth. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on with Pith, guys? Let's take a look. We are breaking into a blue sky breakout right now. For those of you not aware of what a blue sky breakout is when you are breaking the all-time high of the asset and you are then in a level of no resistance. So it is basically blue skies from here on up until we form new levels. As you can see, again, all-time high right here. So we draw across, and we have cleared out of the all-time high. So we are in blue sky breakout. But here we are. What are we doing? We broke out. We're coming back. People get nervous about this kind of stuff, and they go, "Well, why are we falling? We just broke out." Like, well, all right. So we got to retest, guys. We got to do a retest. So this was the old all-time high, right? So we got to come back down, and we got to retest that level before we can continue up. And look at this volume. Holy crap, man. This thing's very oversold, but we're on a 15-minute chart, mind you. But holy crap, that volume is something. Very strong buys, signals by the oscillators. But we are retesting the 54-cent level, 55-cent level right now. My guess is that we'll hold it, but this current 5-minute candle is saying otherwise. I do think, again, this is going to flip green, and if not this candle, in the next candle. But that is pith for you, breaking into all-time highs. If it does pull back, we would retest the most recent area of support resistance, which would be approximately this 50 to 52 cent range. Could be as low as the 45-cent range. We could come all the way back down and really test this, I guess, neckline type thing, or neck of the this V shape. I mean, it's kind of, again, a real dirty head and shoulders pattern, but you got to break out very similar to what you would on a head and shoulders pattern. So that's pith, but it does look like it's pulling back right now, which is extremely odd to me. After showing the strength that it just showed. I mean, that candle did turn red on the 3 minute, but on the 15 it's obviously green. But you see we're pulling back pretty far here. It's a little further than you'd want to see. I am not a pith holder. Like I said, I am a big link supporter. So I do not have this going, but this does look bullish, guys. I do expect this to flip back over the all-time high level. If it doesn't, hey, we double topped, and now we know what we got to do. This is where we sell, guys. If it doesn't break through and we don't get a close on the daily 16 hours from now, so maybe we don't wait that long because we don't want to lose a bunch of steam and come all the way back down to 45 cents and then be looking to sell there. You definitely don't want to do that because that's where the next bounce is going to be. So realistically, let's look on the 4 hour. If we don't see a close on this 4 hour, there's only a minute 43 seconds left on this candle. So let's actually watch this candle play out and see what happens. This will be kind of interesting to see if we can get above this 55-cent level in the next minute and a half or not. It's going to be somewhat telling to what's going on, and this very well could be. I mean, let's see. Say it is some kind of real dirty head and shoulders pattern. Let's measure it out, see if that's what it could be and what we could be looking at, because again, this is a game of probabilities, guys. This is not knowing where the charts are going, because nobody has a clue where the charts are going. So if we measured this and called this a neckline here, and then we measured that move up, nope. So that doesn't make sense. That's not even close. 65 or 60 cents, that's not close. I mean, maybe if you use something else as a neckline, again, it's just real dirty. If you use this as a neckline, I could see it possibly. And then we'd be using this. That's a little closer. So yeah, could be a real dirty. It's a real dirty, head and shoulders type pattern. Just showing that market participants are buying up and basically to this level, then we're seeing sellers at this level here at the neckline, and basically as it gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, it just keeps pushing up and up and up into this resistance till the resistance breaks. We saw it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before we finally broke through, right? So let's go back to we are on the 4 hour. We are on a new candle, guys. So let's just real quickly, we're going to watch for about 3 more minutes while I banter, I guess, just to see what happens here, to see if we hit this kind of real light support on this wick. You see how it wicked down to right in there? Hit this as a support, turned around. If we measure that out, I'm sure it's some FUD level too, because again, these things are not coincidence, guys. It just does not work like that in crypto. Look at that. Perfect 236 on the wick up and on the wick down. See, that's not coincidence. That's not an accident when that happens. So we had a pullback from the all-time high, the new all-time high, from swing low to swing high, back to the 236 level. Now we're looking for a bounce, and we're looking to bounce back up to the 618, ideally, because that is the all-time high. Otherwise, it looks like right now this 236 level is not going to hold. If it doesn't, we're looking back at this level again. And if 50 cents doesn't hold, you got 50 cents, which is the top of that dirty cup and handle, or the dirty head and shoulders, and then you got 50 cents as a psychological resistance. If we don't break that, if we don't hold that, then again, we're looking at falling back down into this 43 to 45 cent area. So pith bullish, but we might be seeing a double top. And if the double top hits, well, then we're not so bullish in the short term. Long term bullish for sure, though. So yeah, three coins. Again, we looked at Render a few days back. Render is kind of just following the moves of Bitcoin. You know, as Bitcoin dipped, we dipped from that beautiful high. We came right back up. We saw that 475 level get tested again. Failed, and I'm guessing we're going to see a bounce off the 467 level here and bounce back up. Again, that is dependent on Bitcoin, but this is looking good, looking bullish. Looking for all-time high, or not all-time highs, new local highs to be coming in the $5 region pretty soon. Yeah. Why the $5 region, I guess? Well, I'm guessing I did something like this and considered this some kind of, I don't know, maybe not some head and shoulders type move again, some cup and handle kind of move. I mean, I don't, yeah, something like that probably is what I measured out earlier. You know, or if it was like a cup or head and shoulders to the shoulder line, I guess you'd call that the shoulder line. No. So I'm not sure where I got that $5 target. I guess maybe it's just the confluence of the 272 as well as on a grander scale, the 1618. So just use this area of overlapping as more of a pocket as the next possible target. So that's not necessarily a price target based off of anything unless I zoom out and have some kind of something that gave me that target other than I did. So most likely it was, let's see, most likely it was a head and shoulders that I measured out. The cup and handle. You can see the big cup here, guys. Even though we did deviate off the cup, you can see the general cup shape. And then we have the handle pullback right here. So we measured from the bottom of the handle. So this would give us a target of, look at that, the 2.0 fib level, which also corresponds with the 3618, pretty damn close, as well as the 4236 levels. So another next level is, again, it's a wide range, but if we just blow through $5, 535 to 550 would be the next levels on, or 565, I guess I'd be looking at somewhere in there. Render's still looking good. TAO. It's funny. I mean, my biggest holding is Caspa, and we've not looked at Caspa on this channel yet, just because not much is going on with Caspa at the moment. We will certainly get to the Caspa TA on this channel. We will get to the Caspa fundamentals on this channel. Boy, oh boy, that is a project. If they can produce what they are promising to produce, look out, world, for stuff like BitTensor and Caspa. Very, very A1 cryptos, guys. So again, here we have the huge run up, bull flag, measured move off the bull flag, gave us, let's measure it out again. I mean, if we measure it from here to here, right? And then we use the flag, and that broke us out to this level. Perfect, right? Cool. And then let's call it a giant bull flag from the top all the way to the bottom. Or we'll use this level first. We'll use two levels. So then off this bottom, look at this, guys. Off this bottom here, that measured move, look at this. Exactly where price topped out. Literally, like, exactly where price topped out. If we measured it completely from the top of this move to the bottom of this, because if you look on like a longer time frame, you can see that it is all one big move. So this is one big flag, or one big pole, and then flag, and then we break out from the bottom of the flag, And where does the measured move? Let's measure this a little bit better. From the bottom, it's really probably to the top of this move. And then the flag down. There we go. So let's move it to the bottom of the flag, and let's see if it corresponds with the fib level, guys. Let's pop this up and see if there is something not a main fib level. Let's see if there's something that I don't have pulled up again, because I don't use all the levels. I only like to use these main levels on the fib, but probably the 1414. Yep. Oh, well, I mean, no, that's where to look at it. The 1414 is where we just topped, though. Absolutely perfect double top here on the 2 daily candles. But there is no fib level corresponding with that move, so most likely it will be a move into the 1618 region, 521. It could see something like this being wave 1, wave 2 down, and then next wave 3 up. Kind of thing, but targets are upwards of $500 on TAO. Unfortunately, the breakout stopped where it did. Once we broke out of this level, I kind of assumed a little bit more of a run up than that, but again, we literally tipped the 1414 perfectly. And then next day started, and we came right off that, and we were rejecting down. We could reject down all the way, most likely, to retest this 396 level again, the old all-time high. That is most likely what would happen. Otherwise, you can look into the smaller Fibonacci area on a shorter time frame to find out. So we could go, swing low to swing high on the smallest move. And here's what we got. Let's not close that one. Let's just try to bold this one up so it's a little easier to see the lines. All right. So you've got your 236, your 382, your 618, and your 786, your major Fibonacci moves. So let's see, is there a little bit clearer swing high, swing low, like this maybe? Let's slide this over. That's a little more respective of the levels. So you've had a little bit of play off the 618, a little bit of play off the 786 here on the downside as a support. So that's the 428 level. So we could see a reverse at 428 back up. But my guess again is that we do retest this area of the all-time high, which was at $395. The 618 is at 386, so I could see us wicking down into the 618 area, leaving us with something similar to, if I can find the tool I'm looking for. Jeez, man, I need to get my toolbar back. I don't understand where it went. Well, I don't know why I can't find my drawing tool. Probably passed at least 6 times. Anyways, it could come back into this zone here. I mean, we'll draw it. We can do this. Can I find my rectangle? At least, alright. So, I mean, you got your all-time high, and then you got the 618. So, this level would be a very good idea of a retest if we do break through this 428 level, which is the 786 on the support of this move. So, again, anywhere from $400 to $425. We will be retracing to most likely with Bittensor, and from there I expect another move to the upside, like I said, well over $500. And I think that is going to be all we're going to look at for tonight. Again, I really wanted to just come on and address the MYRO FUD and what's going on with MYRO. Let's take one more look at MYRO and see where we're at currently. Hey, hey, hey. So, oh my goodness. So we have rolled over again. Looks like we're seeing on the hourly time frame though, we are seeing some very, very bullish wicks on all these candles basically. And look at this dirty move, man. Dirty move. And see, the thing is, despite the MYRO team pulling all this up, this kind of capitulation to me signals the team selling as well. You don't get a move from 26 cents to 4 cents in the literal matter of January the 18th through February the 1st. 12 days, not even 2 weeks, guys, to see a literal Christ, I don't even know. A literal 85% drop. That is generally not when the market is steady, when Bitcoin is steady and going upwards, we have this happening with MYRO. So that is a little suspect. So if you're holding MYRO, guys, my suggestion to you, in my opinion, would be to, if you have no bag and you are interested, if you want to get back in, get back in. If we fall back under the 4 cent level, really the 5 cent level is support for me, but the 4 cent level represents our bottom right now. So I would say if you really want to get in, buy and set a stop loss at just under 4 cents, at 3.85 cents, something like that, And if it hits it, you cut the trade, and that's it. You're out. You pick a level, whatever level you want. Probably not 385. That's probably a terrible. We have really good support here at this 4 cent level, as you can see. Did anyone expect to go all the way back to the start? Did anybody expect that? If I would have told you guys 2 weeks ago MYRO is going to be 4 cents, nobody would have believed me. I wouldn't have believed myself. Crypto's a wild, wild west thing still, and meme coins especially, guys. This is dangerous shit when you got projects like Caspa, Solana, BitTenzer, on the market. There's no reason to really be playing with a coin like MYRO at this point, I don't think. And if you do already have a bag and you're up, which I know a lot of us are, because a lot of the sharper people, not the sharper people necessarily, but a lot of the people more experienced in crypto did find this under 2.5 cents, prior to this move above right here at 3 here. Most people bought in this area that I know. This is where I stocked up. This is where I stocked up again. And then I stocked up all the way up to my first level right here at 4 cents. That is where the buying stopped for me, because that is kind of where we formed a very good base. Once we took off from that area, it was kind of like with Caspa and the 5 cent level. That was the end for buying. Once you got out of the 5 cent level on Cas and the big ascending triangle that we had, that was the end of buying, guys. This ascending triangle pattern. Where are we at? Right here, this huge ascending triangle that we got. Sorry for my terrible drawing skills, trying to slap this on here quick to prove a point. So we had this huge ascending triangle, right? And you had all this time to accumulate this shit. So there's no reason you should have bought Caspa over 5 cents. If you did, you probably paid too much. As a value investor looking to get 100x off Caspa, I mean, $5 would be a bull case in my opinion, not a bear case like Crypto Galaxy says. $5 is bearish, but he also says that MYRO was being listed on Binance, and then Binance wasn't listing it because of the team being insolvent or unable to provide tokens or whatever the case was. Blah blah blah. MYRO will make you rich. 2025. He's just a mega bull. So full circle, guys. Back to MYRO. Do what you want to do with MYRO. If you're in a loss right now, hold. Don't sell your bag if you haven't sold your bag yet, guys. There is no point if you bought above this level thinking MYRO was going to get listed and is going to do big things. Nothing has changed besides the FUD from Dude's group and some possible insider selling. But you should have known once we hit the 12-cent level, this shit was wraps. Right about here when we pivoted off this huge wick. You should have known shit was wraps and going to 8 cents for sure. And this should have been your sell point if you were going to get out of the project. Myself, like I said, I have a moon bag. I'm not getting out of the project. I'm holding. I am holding this. I am definitely not going anywhere. I think this bounces back up into this wow, yeah, it's getting late. Back into this wedge, guys, and eventually, come 2025, come 2020, late 2024 in the bull market after the halving in April, these coins are going to fly, I think, and I do think MYRO is going to be one of them. We'll see. Time will tell. We've gone back, well, I was going to say a long way, but we've gone 85% of the way back to start. So let's see what the MYRO team can do to provide the hype that it will need, as it is a meme coin, has no utility. We're based off hype, and right now it is the anti-hype. People are scared to death to touch MYRO right now, and I don't blame them. But again, if you don't have a bag, guys, and you wanted to buy, and you missed all these levels under 8 cents, under 5 cents, under 4 cents, under 2 cents, this is your chance. Okay? I'm not saying it's the right move, and of course, no financial advice. None is given here. This is just my opinions. But this could be a really, really strong buy, guys, if it does end up playing back out that the FUD wears off, we get moved back up, and we see a move back into this strong resistance area at 17 cents. Say we break into the wedge, we break out of the wedge, we see some great movement up to 17 cents. We might be on the way to something special again, guys. So, could be great. It could run right back down to 4 cents while I go to bed. And by the time I wake up, we're somewhere down here. Very possible too. Hard to say at this point. It's your money. You can click the sell button, the buy button. I cannot do it for you. You got to make your own decision. I'm going to get back to cooking my mozzarella sticks, though. I had to unplug the air fryer to finish the stream. So have a good night, everybody. Hope that it's addressed the MYRO FUD, cleaned up the MYRO FUD, giving you some good looks at what's going on with Chainlink, with Pith, with BitTens or TAO, and with MYRO. With Render, I don't know if I've heard just mentioned that. But yeah, got some bullish stuff going on right now, guys. Market is starting to shape up nicely, and I do hope that Bitcoin, as much as I would like another buying opportunity, I'm low on dry powder, man. I've been buying since the lows of the bear market. I'm getting low on dry powder unless I want to take profit. On a coin that I'm 5 to 8x on, a lot of, one of my portfolios, I keep track of on CoinMarketCap, and I know generally you don't want to, show people shit like this, so I won't show any, true amounts of anything, but the dollar values are all there, but, the percentage gains, guys, there's really no way to do it. Whatever. It's one of my portfolios. So, percentage gains, 113, 319, we're on a lows on a lot of these coins right now, too. Solana was at 125, Casp was at 15 cents. So we got to think about this. Mint Layer was at $1 almost, or it was $1. So 113%, 319%, 198%, 479%, 125%, 40%, 121%, 30%, 30%. These are both newer buys. 87%, 65%. Just bought TAO recently. So again, guys, those are some of the coins I like. Now that you've seen that, I mean, the allocation part is whatever. I don't really give a shit if you see my allocation. So, strong coins. This is what I would suggest holding. Again, not financial advice. You see, I mean, since I started this portfolio, we started at basically, this is the halving right here, or not the halving, I'm sorry, this is the ETF day right here, and since the ETF we've been down obviously, but on the week we're looking good, on the month we're looking fine, pretty steady, sideways action, today good day, so yeah, again, so this is my allocations on this portfolio. This is not all my holdings, but this is part of what I keep liquid for trades, for any kind of leverage situations. But I'm just rambling now. Again, back to my Mott sticks, guys. Just wanted to kind of show you a little more about what I'm about. Till the next one, best of luck with any trades. Try to avoid the FUD. Act as much like a robot as you can. Try to not let the market affect your mood, the way you trade, buying and selling coins, anything like that. You know, like you are a programmed bot to buy and sell on good levels. We're seeing good levels right now on MYRO. Maybe it's a good buy, you know, maybe it's a crap buy, and we were, like I said, we go to 0, we go to 4 cents. I don't know where we're going, but a bot would say you're down 85%. You know, this might be a good value area if you believe that good news since the FUD, although sadly it is a normal thing that happens a lot in crypto. And again, yes, it is. It means everything remains the same. They are saying if there was any talk of tier 1 listings, there's still talk of tier 1 listings. If they were still planning on getting a tier 1 listing, which they've not come out and said, it was speculation. But if they are, they're planning on it. If they're not, they're not. You know? I do think MYRO is going to eventually see Binance and Coinbase. I don't know if it'll be next week, next month, next year, especially with this now. So, I don't know. This is why you don't spread FUD, though, guys. Anyways, best of luck. Till the next one. Peace.